what's up, you guys, man? This is Grab a Beer podcast, man. Appreciate the love, support. Thank y'all for being here this morning, man. Go ahead and like, comment, subscribe to the channel. Turn on that bell so you get notified every time I drop a video. You already know, man. It's week 9 of the NFL season, man. We are live, direct into it, ready to go, ready to rock, ready to really, we at that midway point, so we're ready to see who's who. We're gonna get a lot of questions answered in these next 2 to 3 weeks about a lot of teams. Several teams were wondering, are they real or not? We'll figure it out in the next couple weeks. What's really going on? What's really good? And I'm happy about it because you want to get the fakes out of there. Get the fakes out of there so that the real can come through and we can see a really good product. So, speaking of the real and the fake, Thursday night football, man. Let's get to that disastrous game. The Jets beat the Texans 21-13. Garrett Wilson was going crazy. He made some crazy plays. He had 2 touchdowns. One of the touchdowns to me was crazy. The catch was. The feet action, crazier. Because I don't know. I guess the shin gets down and you're good. And I guess that counts for 2. You told George you got to get 2 feet. All right. I don't want to discuss that. But that was an amazing catch, amazing play. Great win for them. The Texans, they seem like they need to be in the receiver market. Well, not really because Nico Collins is coming back. I think he'll be back for week 10. I'm expecting to see him back. And I think that's when things will take back off again. But I'm worried about their offensive line. I think their line can't block. And I don't care how good Nico Collins is. They have to be able to block so that he can get the ball. It has to work in unison. C.J. Stroud was on murder watch for a team in the Jets who don't get sacks. They don't get that kind of pressure on the quarterback. They're just not known for that right now. But they did. I mean, they were hitting C.J. Stroud all night. He tried to fight through it, but it's hard to fight through it because then when you get in the red zone, you're getting sacked instead of being able to throw the ball into the end zone. And so it takes away really touchdown opportunities. But that line they got to get better. That was unacceptable. You see, this Stroud was getting killed all night, getting hit all night. And I just didn't like what I seen from them. I mean, listen, Tank Dell's a dog. He's still a dog to me. So that didn't change. I seen him playing like a dog. I think that Stephon Diggs injury is going to be a big factor, I think. Because you needed Diggs to be that vet in the locker room, and not just that. You needed him on the field. Like, it just showed, like, you needed somebody else to be able to beat man coverage. And John Mechie played as best as he could. I think he had a couple of opportunities to get the ball, but the problem is C.J. Stroud is getting hit back there. So all in all, man, the offensive line has to be better. That was terrible for the offensive line. It was a terrible display. Good win for the Jets. Do I think they're going to the playoffs? Hell no. But ain't nothing wrong with winning a game. It's tough to win in the league. And so let's move on to our week 9 picks, man. Let's just get right into it, man. We got the Dallas Cowboys traveling to the Falcons today in the Mercedes-Benz Dome. Falcons are seen as 3.5-point favorites. Over under is 52.5. Now, this game is going to be very interesting from a standpoint of the Falcons. All 3 of their losses have came at home. All 3 of the Cowboys' wins have came on the road. So, this is Dallas's last-ditch effort to try to make any noise. The problem is I think Bijan Robinson got other plans, and I think he's finna get groovy today. I do. I think they're gonna have a problem tackling Bijan. I think that's gonna be their main thing today. If they can't tackle Bijan Robinson, it'll be a long day. So, if you're telling me you gotta pick, I like the Falcons defense too. I do. Give me the Falcons, man. I think the Falcons do win this game. I think they cover the 3.5 points. I think they win the game. If Falcons win the game, I think it'll be convincingly, like 10 points, something like that. Not nothing crazy, not like 17 or nothing like that. It could get like that if Dallas don't show up, but I don't think it's gonna be a case of Dallas not showing up. I think it's gonna be a case of them not being able to stop the run, which has always been their Achilles heel. So I'm gonna take the Falcons winning the game. I take them to cover 52.5. I would say if I was y'all, I would go if they got an under 60 or they got an under 57, I would take that. But I would go over 52.5 though. I would take the over 52.5. But yeah, I got the Falcons winning that game. So let's move on. All right, we have the Denver Broncos traveling to Baltimore to take on the Ravens. This is a very important game for both teams because not only is it an AFC game, it's also playoff implications because they're head-to-head. They both got the same record. They're both 5-3. And so later on down the road, you look back on this game, you be like, good thing we got the win. So both teams need it. Ravens is seen as 9-point favorites. Over under is 46.5. I think what they're thinking is that the Ravens are going to dominate because it's a rookie quarterback. But that defense ain't no rookie defense. And I don't know if I necessarily trust Baltimore to give Derrick Henry the ball enough. And another thing, Denver's great against the run. And so it's going to be a very chess match game. The Ravens are on upset alert for me today. I think this is a type of game that, under normal circumstances, I might pick the Broncos. But seeing as the Ravens have lost and they know they have to win, they have to refocus, I'm going to take the Ravens to win the game. Now, the 9 points is pretty high. I'm going to take the Ravens. I'm going to take the Broncos to cover that 9 points. I think the Ravens do win, but I think it'll be under 9. 46.5 is not enough points because, you know what, 46.5 might be the right amount of points, actually. Nah, because then it's you know what, take the over on the 46.5. Take the over. Take the over on that. I think the Ravens win the game, but I think the Broncos cover. I don't think the Ravens are who we thought they were. I don't. But the addition of Deontay Johnson will help in some way. But the problem is that's not your problem. Your problem is your defense. And you still got issues there. And so you picked up a receiver. Picking up a receiver, that's not going to quell your problems on defense. Do he play DB too? Because if he do, then it makes sense. But if he don't, it don't make no sense. But Baltimore will win the game. We'll give him that. And then we're at the game of the week, man. This is the game of the week. We got the Lions traveling to Green Bay to take on the Packers, man. Detroit is 2.5-point favorites. Over under is 48.5. What that tells me is if they was on neutral field, Detroit will wax them. That's what they're trying to tell me in Vegas. It should be a very interesting game. I think Jordan Love's leaning to playing. Even if he is, I don't necessarily care about that, if he is or not. Because I'm not going to lie, Detroit to me is the creme de la creme of the NFC. And this today has to prove it. or the Packers is going to show that, hey, we in this mug too. So depending on how the game goes, should be very interesting. You know what? I'm going to take Detroit to win the game. I pick them to cover the 2.5. 48.5 points is not enough points because Detroit has been hitting the over on every single. They may put up 48 by themselves, and so take the over on that. I like the Packers. I think they're a really good team. I just think Detroit is better than everybody in the NFC. I do. I think they're better than anybody in the NFC. So, but it's on the road and it's divisional, so it's going to be a very interesting game. But I got Detroit winning. I think they firepower is too much, man, for most teams. You know. So yeah, man. And then we're gonna boogie woogie our way down to Seattle, where the Rams is taking on the Seahawks. This is a divisional game. All three of the Rams' wins have came at home, so they're on the road. So they're 0-3 on the road. Puka Nacua is more than likely out today. Had a knee injury at practice, so now they back in the same spot. They got the Rams as 2-point favorites though, which is funny to me. Because what do you know about Mildred that we don't know? Vegas is up to something. That's all I'm saying. Vegas is up to something. I don't know what, but they up to something. I want to pick the Rams. If the Rams were healthier, I would pick the Rams. But oh wait, I think DK Metcalf is not playing. You know what? I am taking the Rams. I just lied. Sorry, y'all. I'm taking the Rams. Yeah, never mind. I'll take Stafford and Cooper Kupp for a game. Yeah, Demarcus Robinson, Kyron Williams. Yeah. Give me the Rams. Give me the Rams to pick up their first road win today. Yeah, they'll cover too. They'll cover the 2 points. 47.5, not enough points. Go ahead and take the over on the 47.5. But yeah, I just thought about that. DK Metcalf is out. So yeah, give me the Rams for sure. Yeah. And then we go down to Sunday Night Football, man, where we're going to travel into Minneapolis. The Colts take on the Vikings. Vikings seen as 5.5-point favorites. Over under is 46.5. Now, with this game, I am intrigued because, like I said, we have a quarterback change on the Colts side. Anthony Richardson will not play today. It will be Joe Flacco against this Vikings defense, who has been very disappointing lately. Very disappointing lately. Vikings seem like, they seem good. I think they'll be able to score, though, on the Colts defense. I think Jettis is going to have a big night. I think Addy going to have a big night. I think Aaron Jones going to have a big night. And I think T.J. Hockenson is back. If T.J. Hockenson is back, now we talking. I think the Vikings is legit. But they need that T.J. Hockenson playing. Yeah, he's a dog. And so, definitely going to be locked in for that, though. So, yeah, man, I am going to take the Vikings to win. I'll pick them to cover, and I'll take the over on the 46.5. I think the Vikings are just a better team, just to be honest with you. They're a better team. I think they're going to right the ship from last week of, what happened. They had some time to heal, and they picked up Cam Robinson, a tackle because Darren Shaw's out. So that's big. That was big. I think they needed to do that. So yeah, I got the Vikings winning. So yeah, man, we talked about Thursday Night Football. We got into our hot picks. We did everything we needed to do today. Tune back in on Tuesday for the recap show. We can recap everything that happened, give you an updated MVP ladder, give you new power rankings, all kind of stuff. All right. So lock in with me. I'll see you guys on Tuesday. Appreciate all love and support. Grab a Beer Podcast. All right. Peace.